Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how I change guitar strings for my acoustic guitar. Now here are the tools and materials I use. Of course I have the strings, a pair of needle nose pliers. This is a string winder that fits in my power drill, a tuner of course, a couple of picks, but part of what I do is also clean the fretboard. So in order to do that, I use this steel wool. I also hydrate the fretboard with boiled linseed oil. That's pretty much a lifetime supply. And of course I use the thickest disposable gloves I could find, a clean rag. So without further ado, let's strip off the old strings. Now to do this, I have this thing I bought off of Amazon. Cost of all of $8, and it fits in the chuck like this. Okay. Okay. And just loosen up. Oh. A little bit of a wobble. Change sides. Next, just strip them off. Unwind them. You can notice the nut is coming loose here. That's not a big deal. String tension holds it in place. So I just keep it there. And I'm not really worried about taking tension off the neck so much. Next step is just pulling out the pins. Now this bridge will be easy to do, but I have this little tool here, which is supposed to help with that. Never used one of these before though. Let's see here. Okay, easy enough. Now, the thing with this bridge is, I have the bridge itself slotted, so I don't even really need to use one of these tools, especially for the lighter strings. It does help with the fatter ones though. So, let's get rid of all these, and on to the next step. Now here's the seal wool. It looks a lot like Brillo, but it doesn't have the soap on it. And it comes apart really easily, so you have to watch the mess. That's why I have the tablecloth pulled off this dining room table. So, just might be a good idea to take off the nut and just give it a little polish. This guitar is going to need new frets soon. Wipe it off a little bit. Now before I put the new strings on, it's a good idea to clean off the fretboard. You're going to get a lot of wear. It also help polish up frets a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on. I'm going to handle that linseed oil, and I want to soak it in my skin. Pop open the linseed oil. Just a little bit. Yeah. A little messy. Get that out of the way. Just want to hydrate it. You don't want to soak it. Get all that dead skin off it. Let's gather up the pins. I don't really have them numbered. These are slotted pins, but if you take a real close look at this saddle, you will see that you have slots cut in the bridge itself. This is done for a reason I will show when I have the new strings actually fully installed. Next step is to start installing the strings. So let's shift focus to the bridge. So let's grab the thickest strings here and unwind them. They're wound together in pairs. And there's a little key on here. They're color-coded, D'Addario. The thickest one is going to be brass, as you can see here. So brass, red, black, green, purple, and silver. So working with the thickest string, what I'm going to do here is look for the where the little crimp goes, and what you want to do is bend that like that. So you want it to look like that. Then you're going to take the string, feed it in here, grab a pin, and it doesn't matter which way the slot is facing. You just want to pull it up so that if you feel inside, the little ball end is going to be right up against the underside of the guitar, of the underside of the piece of wood underneath the top, which is called a bridge plate, which is a hardwood. And just repeat as necessary. Feed it in there as far as it'll, so there's enough slack. Pull the pin in, pull it up, and keep continuing on. You can see, because the bridge is slotted, the pins themselves are actually an afterthought. A lot of people say that, you know, pins affect tone. They really don't. They have one job. That's the whole thing's there. Whole thing's in place. So the wound strings are a little trickier because they don't really catch on anything. They don't have a tooth. So now the next step is to fit the strings into the posts. What I like to do is actually trim them to length using needle nose pliers. I work from the middle ones out. They will go to these two tuning posts here, And what I do is I measure out the length of 2 tuning posts here, so I will trim them both right here, just like this. There we go. And I like to work the fattest string first. Now what I do is, one thing I should probably do. Sorry for the break. I have really bad eyes, so what I need to do is I need to find the little hole that goes through the pins to the posts. So what I did was I wound them so that everything is in line with the alignment of the neck. And what I do is I take this and I just stick it through there and wrap it to the inside like that. Hold it down and grab your string winder. And wind it up like that. Nice having the string winder, a powered string winder like this, so you can do that. And again, this goes the opposite way. And pull it tight so that it wraps itself neatly around the post. Just like that. Want it taut enough, and just repeat. It's really easy to barb yourself on these things. And again, working in and out. You want right there. These are a little harder because there's nothing really for them to grab onto. string. This one, since it's fatter, you see this one wound a little bit too many times, so I would say probably clip it around here, a little less than 2 lengths. And wrap that around like so. Oh, why is it hard? It's hard. That's why I use pliers. That. And like that. And pinch my finger a little bit. And pull up on the strings of the pins. Make sure that the pin, the ball end is right up against the bridge plate. And there we go. Next step is to stretch out the strings a little bit. These wound ones have a clear core inside the brass here, so it's a good idea to give them a little stretch. So what I do is I'll grab my finger and I'll just do a little pinch. And I'll just do the round one, the wound ones here, and that should be good enough. Next step is to tune the strings. So Now you have to do it a couple times. And there we are, all tuned up. Now it's going to adjust a little bit as the neck gets used to being under tension again, but that's pretty much it.